One other cool thing about enums in Rust is they can hold data. So they're not just about making choices. You can we're going to put some data into our enum now. So this sun, let's say it's a variant of the enum, but it's also going to hold a string. And stars too. Let's give it a string too. And so now when we go to when we go to match this enum, we will display, or we will choose the variant, and then we're also going to put a string into here. So let's say let's take this this information down here in the string, and we're going to put it into the enum itself. So I'm going to say I can see the sun, and then over here you can also say from I can see the stars. That's one way to do it. You could also, if you think this is a little bit too long, you can say let string 1 equals string from I can see the sun, and then let string 2 equals the same thing almost, I can see the stars, and then we can just say, there we go, string 1, and then string 2. That's another way to do it, so it's up to you. Later we're going to learn how to do a little bit less typing here, so I'll show you that shortly. And then down here, so now our check sky state is going to be, let's see. So now instead of just sun, we have sun, and then we have this variable here. So this, let's give it a name. We're going to call it description, and then we'll say instead of I can see the sun, we do this description. And then let's do the same thing here too. And there we go. Put that in there, description. And then everything else will be the same. And let's run that and see if it works. And there you go. I can see the sun. So yeah, enums, and they can take anything. You can have U8. You can have like you can have a vec of strings. You can have anything you want inside an enum. So they are pretty convenient that way. And the main way to get the data out of an enum is when you match it, because you always need to match for an enum, and that's when you can you match it here, and that's when you can pull out the variable by giving it a name. You can give it a different name here if you want. It doesn't matter. There you go. So let's now let's look at how we can not type so much, because we're doing things in the sky sun, things in the sky stars, and you can imagine there might be like clouds, there might be I don't know what else is in the sky, smoke, and every time you're typing things in the sky, colon, and this, and it can get a little bit long. So I'm going to show you, with a different enum this time. So this time we'll call it mood, and happy. There's sleepy, there's not bad, and angry. And then we're going to, let's see, main function is over here. And then we'll have a function to match the mood. And you can probably guess you want a reference to mood, because you don't want to destroy mood. And then let's, actually, we will return an I32. So we're going to match on the mood, and then each of these will give us a number, and then we'll use it in a game or something like that. And so let's match mood. Match the variable called mood. And so we say mood happy, that'll be 10. Then we've got mood sleepy, and that will be 6. And then we have mood not bad, which we're going to say is 10 points. And then mood angry, which is 2 points because that's not very happy. And then actually let happiness level. So we will get this variable and then happiness level. And there we go. We will return that. And then down here in main, we will say my mood equals mood not bad. And then let happiness level down in the main function is use this function here, match mood. And we will give it a reference to my mood. And then we're going to print and say out of 1 to 10, my happiness level is, and then we're going to print out happiness level, which will be an I32. And let's see if this worked. There you go. Yeah, it did work. It's saying variant is never constructed. You know, we didn't use any of the some of these levels, so that's totally fine. And then it prints out my happiness level is 7. And then, yeah, so that was a lot of typing. What we want to do if you, you know, if you don't want to type so much, especially if you have like a really long enum, enums can get really long. You can have like, especially if you look at like Amazon and AWS, and they have these crazy enums for like spinning up servers and stuff like that, and they're like 200 long, 200 items. What you do is you use a use statement, and it works like this. It's basically an import. Use is an import. So you go use mood : star, and star means everything inside. So we are importing happy, sleepy, not bad, and angry when we do that. And that means that we don't need to use this, don't need to use mood anymore, because we are making these local. So inside this this code block, now we have everything inside mood, and we don't need to refer to mood itself anymore. And there you go. It does the same thing. And just before we end, I just want to show you one more thing. This this happiness level, by the way, we can actually take this out, because see, we're declaring a variable, we're matching it to mood, then we finish it there, and then we return it here. But because you know, no semicolon means you return, you can actually just do that, do that, do that, and this will return the same I32, because you see there's no semicolon there. So it's just going to match this, create this, and return it, and then that becomes our variable here.